if it's Mac Jones, I'm not going to hate it. I think we should touch on it at some point in this show because I think everybody is just like, oh, Mac, if it's Mac Jones, I'm stopping watching football and all of that. And so I don't think I think Mac Jones is getting a lot, like too much where people are thinking he would be a bad pick. So I do want to touch on that in a bit. But yeah, I'm 100% in, like, get the Justin Fields train rolling. We're going to start speaking it into existence, Grant, only to watch the Jets take him at 2 just because you know what happens.
Hey, man, you're on your own with the Justin Fields hype train. No, let's move on now to Mac Jones. Let's do Mac Jones and then Trey Lance and then Zach Wilson. What are your thoughts on Mac Jones? If he ends up being the pick, what would you think of that?
So if you remember, actually, before I got to college all 22, right? If you remember, I was always looking for reasons to tell you why Mac Jones wasn't good. I always asked you questions because you got it before me. I think you got it like 2 weeks before me. And you kept telling me, well, Mac Jones isn't bad. Mac Jones isn't bad. And I kept asking you, well, does he do this? How can you tell the difference between what Sark's coaching him and what he's scheming him up and all of that? Like, I was just looking for reasons to tell you why Mac Jones wasn't good. But then you turn on the film with Mac Jones, and all you can really say is, wow, he's good. Like, do you wish he looked cooler? Do you wish he had a flashier play style? Do you wish his arm was stronger? Do you wish he ran faster? All those things, 100%. I wish, definitely. But there's nothing you can say, well, wow, he throws with so much anticipation. Wow, he's so accurate. Wow, his deep ball is really good. Wow, he throws the ball down the field. Wow, he has good feet. Wow.
Decisive.
He's so decisive. He always knows where to go with the ball. Oh, look, somebody's blitzing him. Oh, wait, Mac Jones just diced him for a 12-yard game. Like, the Alabama offense was just a well-oiled machine with great scheme, great weapons, and great quarterback play. All three of those things went together. It's like the 2016 Falcons offense was kind of like, it was so precise.
Right, and when Kyle would look at that and be like, yeah, I mean, he's on a really good team with really good weapons, but I can
that's what you're going to provide him.
I can give him that too. I can't give him the same offensive line, I mean, relatively speaking, but I can give him the same level of scheme and weapons. I actually think Mac Jones is the number 3 guy on the Niners board ahead of Justin Fields. I think that Kyle may be evolving, but I still think that he will look at Mac Jones' anticipation and accuracy and fall in love.
Look, here's what he said in today's press conference, and this is what's really important to remember, okay? What Kyle wants is that you have to be a guy that wins from the pocket and plays like a quarterback first. And that's what people miss with the Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watsons, Josh Allen's. Those guys play quarterback first, and then they run around and make these ridiculous plays. I think Kyle is the kind of guy that prefers the Ryan Tannehills and the Kirk Cousins to Kyler Murray, who doesn't always play quarterback first, but he runs around and makes a ton of plays. I think he prefers the guys who play quarterback. And then, of course, if you play quarterback and add the added element of off-schedule plays like Aaron Rodgers, like Patrick Mahomes, like Josh Allen, like Deshaun Watson, then, of course, he's going to 100% like you. You're one of the 5 best quarterbacks in the NFL then.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a possibility it's Mond. You think it's Field. Mond. Mac Jones. These names are all running together to me. Real quick, this guy says, well, what about if it's Mond? Now, Kyle said really clearly that there's 5 guys.
Yeah. And he voiced all 5. Yeah, he named all 5 too. Yes. He named all 5 because he said all 5 are the 5 that everybody's been talking about throughout this process.
So if Chris Sims gave up a secret about Kellen Mond, it must be only a few teams. It must not be a consensus that the whole league sees Kellen Mond as better than Trey Lance or something.
And the thing with Chris Sims is that he forms his own opinions, right? Yeah. He's not forming, just because he has an opinion doesn't mean Kyle agrees with his opinion. Like, him and Kyle are friends, but I'm sure part of their friendship is that they both go do their homework and have conflicting opinions, and then they debate them. Like, certainly that's what me and my friends do on a much lower level. We just talk about football and just talk about
different nothing.
Yeah, and it's fun to just disagree about it and bring up different points and just learn more from each other. And I think that's what they kind of do. Because I'll say this, what I do remember of Chris Sims, and I've been a Sims and Lefko listener for a long time, I remember he thought the CJ Beathard pick in the 3rd round wasn't a very good pick. Now, he says it a lot lighter because it's his buddy Kyle, but he thought that the next Kirk Cousins stretch and reminding him of Kirk Cousins and all of that was quite a stretch. He thought it was a giant stretch. So he doesn't always agree with Kyle, but like, so just because he likes Mond or he thinks Fields or he thinks Jones should be the pick and he thinks Jones is the third best quarterback and would be the perfect fit for Kyle's offense doesn't mean Kyle is thinking in the exact same line.